Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to teach you how to make an easy honey mustard chicken with a slight twist. So let's get started. Okay, what I've got here is 5 pieces of chicken on the bone, chicken thighs on the bone, which I have made slits into. So let's now season this with some pepper. Salt, and I'm using cayenne pepper. This is optional. I want to give it a little bit more of a bite. So this is all to your taste. Turn that around. I'm going to do that on both sides. Okay, so that's my meat. I'm going to set that aside. And let's start working on the sauce. So I'm going to use about a cup of full cream yogurt. I've got some wholegrain mustard here. Now you can substitute this for Dijon mustard, but I had some wholegrain mustard at home. We use wholegrain mustard. So I'm going to do a generous spoonful of wholegrain mustard. I've got some honey, spoonful of honey. Now you can adjust all these quantities. If you want more honey, if you want it sweeter, put more honey. If you want it, a little bit more for bite, you can put a bit more mustard. And of course, all of these 3 ingredients, you can play around with the quantities of them. I don't want my chicken to have too much of sauce in it, so I'm making it slightly drier. But if you want a bit more sauce, then you add a bit more yogurt in it. So you can play around with these 3 ingredients, in fact all of the ingredients, and just make it to your taste. Give that a little mix. Some lemon juice. I'm going to give that a quick taste and then I'm going to make adjustments. I can taste the lemon in that, but I can't taste the mustard, so I'm going to add a bit more mustard in there. And as I said, you can adjust this according to your taste. So 2 tablespoons of mustard. It's quite a nice dip actually. When you have a taste of it, you can have this as a dip. That looks a bit more mustardy to me, but the lemon gives it a little zing. So I'm quite happy with that. I've got my cayenne pepper on my meat, so that'll give me a little bit of a hot flavour that I'm looking for. Alright, time to marinate the meat. Now, as I said, I don't want my chicken to have too much of a gravy or sauce. If you're going to have this with vegetables, then you might like that. I'm just going to put enough just to coat the chicken. Okay, so that looks good. I'm going to give it a quick drizzle of olive oil. I'm going to let this marinate for at least 2 hours. Overnight if you have the time, but today it's going to be 2 hours before I stick this in the oven. Okay, my chicken's in the oven. I preheated my oven to 220 and I'm going to cook that chicken for about half an hour to maybe 45 minutes. And I will turn that in between just so that it cooks evenly on both sides. There you have it. My honey mustard chicken is ready. It's nicely cooked and tender. I don't have a lot of sauce and gravy as I wanted this dry because I'm going to be eating this with my sweet potato mash. If you do want to make it with a bit more sauce, just add a bit more yogurt, and of course you'd have to add a bit more of everything else with it. So try this recipe and let me know what you think.